Final thoughts. Well, I won't make that last too long. I have a lot of final thoughts, but let's just say reach out. Would love to help you. If not us, it's good luck on being able to really meet the timelines with a solution that works for your members. But reach out, and we'll be more than happy to help you in any way we can. And we'll keep posted too on any of this as if it changes, because we know there's a potential for it, but also have to plan for the fact that it is going to be going into effect. So with that, do we have any questions?
No, I'm back.
Hello, Maria.
Yes, I did see a couple of questions that came straight to me. And I have actually a question of my own. As a good Spaniard, I have never been on time, and I'm sure that our friends on the call have all their ducks in a row. But do you think, or can we assume that we can apply for maybe some extensions if we are not going to meet the January 1st deadline next year?
Not that we are aware of, that we have seen, so I definitely would not count on any extensions there. Now, there is always the chance, as we all know with CMS, that things may get delayed, but these final rules, when they come in place, it's you can pretty much bet on them. So, don't wait. Rather
All
be
right.
prepared, prepared for it or versus hoping that it's going to change and then scrambling to try to come up with a solution.
Beautiful. Sounds good. Another question. What do you think are some of the biggest hurdles insurance and providers face when implementing these new changes?
Mm. Well, like I said, the data for the unused supplemental benefits, the data is absolutely going to be a challenge. We know that anytime pulling new data extracts, can take a while for getting the technology resources. It could be multiple systems that this is in. It could be just one, and then being able to have a vendor who can handle any of those data sources that you trust and that you're going to feel confident are going to be able to meet the turnaround times as well, because there are some utilization management has some short turnaround times, as does that 1 month time period for those unused supplemental benefits. So those are going to be some challenges, and so that's why it's a rather start now, so that if any of those, there's always something that comes up, right? Something that wasn't planned, wasn't expected in the data pull. So start early so that you can handle any of the surprises that may come up.
Beautiful. Another question just got loaded. Is the requirement for all supplemental benefits offered?
Yeah, that's right. All supplemental benefits offered for Medicare Advantage that are unused, completely unused. So just think about just pulling the data for every single supplemental benefit and being able to know whether or not there was any utilization of it, and then pulling that along with the information around copay deductible for each of those listed in the communication for supplemental benefits. So that it's a big process for sure.
And on that topic, can you tell me a little bit more about how Clarity has a plan to support customers for 2027 UN changes, maybe on APIs?
Yeah. So that API is going to also be a big one, and we already integrate all of our any of our communications through APIs, and they go into portals, they go into customer service reps applications. We can integrate those APIs really anywhere. It usually what happens is the challenge or barrier is more on the client side, right? So that's, again, make sure that you've got resources that are now looking at the API, because that's going to be a large lift. So we already do it. We already have the API, so it's just a different information to be providing back. And if we have the information around doing the utilization management notifications, we can use that same information around denial, around reason, and denial reason, and send that via API as well to wherever we need to, we need to send it to, provider, member portal, wherever. So love
Beautiful.
to talk through more with individuals and just workflow it out, because like I said, the longest pole in the tent is going to be the data, getting the data extracted, and then making sure who you're working with can handle any of those formats in the time period that it needs to be communicated with the volumes that's going to be required.
Beautiful. Well, thank you. I don't see any more questions on the chat. Do we want to give maybe 10 seconds to everyone just to ensure that we cover all the questions? In the meantime, I just want to remind everyone on the call that I'm going to post all the presentation and the recording in ACHP Connect for those of you that are ACHP members. I will also send the presentations and recording tomorrow morning to everyone. So our friends that are not ACHP member can also receive the PDF and the recording. But yeah, it looks like we are good to go. Thank you so much, Eileen. Thank
Wonderful.
you so much,
No, thank
Clarity.
you so much.
This
Thank you so
was
much. And
very
yeah.
a lovely, lovely discussion. And if any of you would like to be in touch with Eileen or have any further questions, you feel free to reach out to me at M Velasco, M from Maria Velasco at achp.org, and I can put you in contact directly with Eileen or friends, Clarity. But yeah, feel free to disconnect. Thank you, Eileen. Talk to you soon.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Take care,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.